Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Panthers offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. At the 45, on its way. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Ambrose. He makes the connection. At the 20, he's got space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Second and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Third and goal from way back there.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Oklahoma's offense has the ball for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start.
He lost one down the sideline. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Back to throw, it's Ambrose. Finds his tight end. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends have so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
The play-action fake. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he strikes. End zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The give out of the gun. Shakes off the tackler. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Makes the grab. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, to tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Back to the air one more time. This time he's got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the move. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. Give him 6. Touchdown Sooners.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so...
All kinds of running room. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Ambrose. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Panthers moving quickly to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Lining up from the 34 on first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game done.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Dances away to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
He just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got room at the 35. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They're going to ride this running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Out of the gun to give to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them.
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking for a man. It's Ambrose. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown Sooners! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to try to get it himself. And it's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They're able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to pass, it's Ambrose. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On the run, still looking. He's got it. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Pitt. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Offense getting set for 1st down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
To the air, it's Ambrose. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. It's complete to the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score. Pittsburgh, 35.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Off the play fake. He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Third and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Unloads to the wideout. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Panthers will snap it on first and 10. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Second down coming up. Leaves it with the running back. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. Jesse, probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Turner. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Third and short now from their own 48. It's complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sooners line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Ambrose. He's going to run it. It's loose. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
At the 22. And first down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Sooners in the hurry up. He wants to throw it again. Working that left side now. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
First and goal, Oklahoma.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Brings up
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He is smashing people. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You get down here in the red zone, you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back, he does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, 4th quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way.
And the pass is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. 1st down here for the offense. Wide out in motion. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give and tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Ambrose. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Samuel. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Salt interwing, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You dang.
Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past.
And the ball is intercepted. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he... It's a short field at the 35. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to pass. It's Ambrose. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Setting up the screen.
Great job on defense. They did their film study. On third down, they're trying to dial up the screen, see if they can get these pass rushers way up the field, but no can do. They get a tackle for loss on the play, now setting up fourth.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Pulls it in inside the 10.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Here we go.
Makes the grab on the left. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Ambrose. Feeling some heat. Touchdown, Pitt! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical.